how you got into... Yo, people, welcome back to the Fix Podcast, episode 298. It's boy Nar here. Is this 298? Yeah, probably, yeah.
Let's work with the herb.
Yeah, we'll have some...
So you can blame.
No, I'll have some bonus one for drop, but we're not dropping it, but yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
298, the boy Nar here with Harry, Javi.
Hey.
And we have the one, the only, the Maverick in the building, the triple OG.
Hey.
Oral Tracey, you know. See, I must say, sir, this is a surreal moment for me because I'm a younger youth. Not so long ago.
The great hairstyle.
Yeah, all right. Is it like, yeah, somebody that I looked up to in the media and say, yo, when I'm doing, man, I take the brother a job. You know what I mean? Brazen me.
Yeah, right?
13, they say, I got to take the man a job. Yeah, man, but like, yeah, somebody who always see and rate what you do on the commentary. Even though I would disagree from time to time, you know. So that's a sports thing, you know. Yeah. But yeah,
well,
much
you say
respect.
because you be talking about Manu and he's
yeah, my top, and I'm a Liverpool fan, and it's like, God.
You're a Manu fan?
Of course I am.
Don't the interview, right?
Glory, my fam.
Hey, but I'm here, balance.
Surely like them cause of Virgil van Dijk. No, but you can't watch them female. You know the thing.
Right.
You know we go to
that's
female.
That's a
Wow. Fans are fans.
Here you know. Hey, man, bless up though, sir.
Yeah,
yes.
It's truly an honor. Truly an
honor. I
honor.
know this kind of thing, you know.
I know, that's why
So,
it's great. You know, it's great to have you. You know, we know you usually do them.
But talk about other people, me not talk about.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to do a little of both. A little of both.
Yeah. So we don't want to know like how you got into sports commentary though. You know, because we don't say you took over from the great Bobby Free.
Yeah. Well, I'm a sports enthusiast long time, you know. Yeah, and it's a strange journey because sports commentary, you know, was something where everybody grew up in Jamaica. Watch, you know, it's almost a primetime TV that time. Everybody watch everything from primetime TV. Yeah. Before the proliferation of cable and alternative media now.
Yeah,
right.
Media.
So, precisely to how me get involved in right now. What happened before I started doing that? I used to write articles. They were like contributions to
editorials.
for the newspaper.
Oh,
right?
okay.
I've always been a passionate, opinionated person. And no less so when it comes to sports. So we used to write. And this was probably in the period when Rennie Simons, you remember that World Cup qualification?
Yeah.
It was in that period where there were a lot of things happening in football where people were talking about qualifying for the World Cup. A lot of opinions did fly. So, first of all, we used to call the radio shows. I used to call, there was a popular one on RJ named Sports Call. Simon Kraskill and I think Mr. Barnes, Ed Barnes used to host it. And I used to call him.
Yeah.
But then I was just another anonymous voice.
Okay.
But always getting up wrangling with them in a car.
Wait, this voice is anonymous?
At the time.
There's no the name.
Right. All right. So from that now, I started to write. Because I started to write some opinion pieces. We used to call myself the soccer scientist back then. The other day, a guy called me on radio and tell me, say, I know you're from the soccer scientist.
Wow.
So remember me. So I used to write opinionated pieces on football specifically. Both local and international. I just used to. And then now, one day, one fateful evening, I went to Constant Spring football field. I don't know if it was a Premier League match but it was a big match up at Constant Spring. Constant Spring was a big team in a football one time.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
And when the match done, a set of fans gathered and I chat about the football and I talk about some things. And then they run up their mouth and I and I stand up and I listen to them. And till at one point, me just intervene and say, yo, I pure foolishness in attack, you know. And me start now, tell them, give them the right analytical twist to what them attack. In my eyes, that's what I'm doing. And them start, you know, sports people argue, them start,
yeah.
And we say, chat, I mean him, the soccer scientist, you know, the whole of them, yeah. And guess who was standing there? Mr. Bobby Frey himself.
Oh.
In that group.
Wow.
And he said to me, say, you are the soccer scientist? You are the soccer scientist?
We know you.
Those pieces in the paper. Because the pieces used to get published in both the Observer and the Gleaner.
Yeah.
I used to walk. That time Observer, they up on the Gully Bank corner Grand Spend, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, man. We used to go around there and carry the letter around there.
Oh my God.
And then we used to go down a cleaner and carry my letter down there and hand it in.
Physicals.
Yeah, man. Physically.
Yeah, they don't know.
Yeah, man. We used to just type them up on the computer, print it and drop one up. Sometimes one published, the other one not published. After a while, both of them start published. Okay. So if I wrote on one issue, I took it to both papers.
Okay.
All right. So after that, now when Mr. Frey recognized, I said, you have talent, you know, you should come down to TVJ and, you know, get to know the people in the business and all of that. So we go down there the following, that was on a weekend, and we go down there the week. And when we go down there, Harris was head of the sports department at the time. You know? Yeah, man.
Because I know she's a netball enthusiast, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
She at one point, Dela was the head of TVJ RJR Sports, you know.
Oh.
Whoa.
Man. When I went there, at the point that she was the head, and, you know, we get to know some of the man them in the place, and but then I start, every now and then when I have time, we go there, till we start get familiar, and them see some know sports. So them start, like, them have a football match, and them want somebody to go do the interviews after the match, them send me with the cameraman.
Oh.
And this me I do voluntarily, you know.
That's us.
I was
just about to ask.
Get me I get a foot in the business, man.
Yeah.
Get me I get a foot in the business. See me there, I go and do that for a minute, you know. Not getting any paid, you know. But just do it for my own time, anytime I have time.
You did it with no intention of being paid immediately, like it was there to forget.
No, I never
like
get,
I
was getting zero pay. All right, I did it for about 6 months.
Okay.
And then after a while, then give me a contract and start. Give me a little.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I was there doing that, and I met me inroads, and you know, with my kind of dominant personality, me kind of start take over the place and take over the conversation.
Can I talk, Mr.
My
Tracy?
time now.
Yeah. So one day out of the blue, I was at home and Mrs. Sports Commentary come up. Now before we get to that, one night Mr. Frey actually put me on as a guest. Like he said, young Tracy, I'm going to give you an assignment. I want you to list Jamaica's an all-time list of Jamaica's 10 best goalkeepers. But there was something I write up my street. Because we study the sport like that, you know.
Yeah.
So when him do that, we just diligently go about and write it and set it up and put it in my little colorful way with an intention to present it, you know. If him give me the opportunity to, you know.
Okay.
Wow.
So because he kind of dare me for do it, you know. So this is an assignment and I want you to do this by Thursday.
Okay.
So we just do some bam and put it together. And when him look upon it, him look upon me and him say, all right, come. I'm going to put you on as a guest tonight. And him go on at the time and him do the introduction and say, I have a guest. And then him put me on and I present the top 10 goalkeepers up to number 1. Ta-da! That is number 1.
Yeah.
And the night, they phoned them it was then, what was it then? It was TVJ that time?
Yeah,
I think it had just changed about the TVJ. Phone them ring off the okay at the sports department. So when you get a man there, different thing about him body, you know.
Yes.
Body, you know. Different thing about him body, you know.
I think that's what made it stood out versus Bobby Frey was methodical and kind of slow about, you know, say Bobby Frey know him stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it did sound like somebody in a bar. What, you know, can watch football all the time. And you know, so like every man was just like know the thing. And that did make it stand out. Yeah.
So fast forward from that. So that was my first time on TV.
Yeah.
Right.
I never take it as nothing. I never really, I just do it.
Yeah.
So we did I still do the little go out on the road and interview people. Till one day, the woman noticed, I don't see Mr. Frey at the commentary. I see a lady named Christine Cummins from up at the university. I don't know if y'all know Miss Cummins.
No.
What department she's in? She's a Guyanese, but she was a sports enthusiast.
Right.
And she was the one I saw doing sports commentary. She do it one night, and she do it a second night. So we go down at the station. That time now, I think Simon Caskill took over the sports department. And I say, Simon, when I walk in, I say, Simon, what to Mr. Frey? I know him at the sports commentary again. And him not answer me. Like him sit down on the computer, type something. And him not answer me. And then now, me notice, me say, Christine Cummins are doing it the past 2 nights. And me say to him, say, you can't say this. Me say, me think she boring still, you know.
Straight up.
And Simon answer me. Mr. to him says, Miss Cummins, no cricket in a car. She's a kind of analytical person, but she uses a lot of data.
Yeah.
I know, so the presentation of data, not necessarily the sexiest way to present something.
Yeah.
So, I said to him, boy, I think she boring still, you know.
Brawling.
Yeah, man. And him look for me. And him said to me, say, you have anything you can... That's the first word out of now, you know. You have anything in mind where you can talk about tonight? And I say, yeah, man, that time, yeah, but...
Am I ready?
They always ready. So
Stay
just
ready.
pop out a script out of my pocket.
We stay ready enough to get ready.
Exactly.
And him say, sort it out, I'm going to the studio. Sorry. I'm going to the studio and knock it. I'm going there, knock it at night. Yeah, I'm going to bump on the ear. Well animated and mad and crazy, you know. When they done the phone ring off and they hook again, the people we get applause in the newsroom the night.
Wow.
We get a round of applause.
Yeah.
And the following night, Simon called me again.
Yo, me could offer you have your water. We need offer to get water, people. You see me? But they can't
Don't take
say
a
we
sip
never
of
offer to get the water.
All right. So the following night was the second night. I'm saying, you have anything else you can do tonight? But this will bam and pop out the next script again.
What?
Ready again. I say, not the second one the night. No, the place mash up again, you know. Me talk, the phone lines are ringing and the physical place itself down.
Right.
And Simon said to me, say, okay, continue doing it until we tell you to stop. I don't want to know how long that now.
Because Simon gone.
That is it. That is how sports come.
Everyone's
Tuesday.
gone.
He said, continue doing it until we tell you to stop.
Wow.
How you even come up with the style of presenting like
It kind of evolved over time.
yeah.
What I knew for sure is that everybody rate Bobby Frere with what he did.
Yes.
But I never wanted to do it like Bobby Frere.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I used to get an impression. I used to get the impression that he was sometimes he might talk over the head of a lot of people. So me decide say, if ever I get a chance to go do that something there, me I go break it down so that everybody can understand.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go talk even some patwa.
Yeah.
And I go do something to catch people attention that them see me.
Yeah.
Because I work per channel they on cable and work per channel.
Sure.
So if you don't catch people attention, them gone past you know.
Yeah, because people just pretty
Yeah.
much like, I ain't watching the news.
So we decided
Sports.
the first thing that we decided is one topic per night. When Mr. Free used to do it, he used to talk about little netball, little football in the same presentation.
Yeah, yeah.
And we said, no, that not gonna work for me. One topic a night. So I'm gonna pick an issue and I'm gonna deal with it to the night. And it evolved over time, and my style evolved over time. We get over pressure because it was very unorthodox.
Right.
Yes.
I remember Cliff Hughes and Leonie Forbes, them with the 70 pounds some course with them people. War, man, because they want me to present the thing in a BBC style.
That's what I'm saying. So the pressure was from the upper head, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
They were asking you to change it and
Yeah,
be
they
more
were telling me to
present.
stop pointing in the camera and
Yeah.
stop being so animated because it's distracting the viewers and all that. Something.
But you realize that even from the feedback, that is the thing that people...
You know, that's the trick, man.
Yeah.
We never work with the boss then. I work with the people them out there. And the people
right.
out the road rate me.
That's right.
So me just tell them that, you know. It was kind of like a quiet resistance. So the then general manager, Mrs. Forbes, would have called me in her office and say, Oral, we're getting complaints. Not going to say, no. And them want to tell me.
Them a complain.
Yo, we know them style that too. Them used to give you that and you stop. Yeah, we're getting
We're
complaints.
getting
You know, I
complaints
know.
that you're pointing too much in the camera and it's distracting and the viewers don't like it. And me say, okay, Mrs. Forbes, I'm going to go back the same night, same thing again. Be a smash up again. Till after a while, them just love me.
Be a point.
Yeah, they get it.
7 days. We used to do it 7 days a week, you know.
Yeah, remember.
Sponsored 7 days a week.
Yes.
Yes, I remember.
So me know say me that do something right.
Yeah,
And the
what-
people them out the road, they love. When me walk down the street and them people see me, them say, ah!
Yeah.
Right.
Now, how me know that this did connect? My parents, them who are like casual sports watchers at best would have watch.
Yeah,
Either hate watch or say, oh, you know, like my mother's, I will tap him now, this is so loud. My mother's,
But we're still
makes sense,
watching.
yeah, but we still a watch.
Yeah.
Like people, like casual people did a watch.
Fixing the
Somebody
trade,
like
man.
Me used to watch it because he was just so funny.
If everybody,
Like,
Yeah.
if everybody
And the
agree, if
theatrics,
everybody agree that you're bored, you know. I'm a lot of things, but me not bored.
you know,
No.
but the thing is, I was like, how you get it right away, because it seemed as if you were confident, like this is the style that I was going to bring, this is what I'm going to do. Like you
All
knew
right.
beforehand, like
All right.
this
I tell you where that confidence come from, though. Like every young youth in Jamaica, used to write lyrics and perform and all them something.
Ah, you want to be an
Yeah, me
artist?
used to DJ and all them
about
something,
that.
so, yeah, coming in front of people, it wasn't a big thing to me. So the camera to me was just an extension of all right. The first time I go and I went on TV, that was before me do the guest appearance. When Simon tell me the second night, he said, continue doing it until me tell you. I called my mother. Yeah, because she was the person who me trust the most. My mother was a school teacher and all them something.
Makes
So I
sense.
said, Mommy, watch her. I go do that something now on sports commentary on TV, you know. Someone you just guide me and tell me, in case you hear me make any kind of grammatical error or anything, because it's really fair opinion alone. Me did see it when me I do it. And to be honest with you, me da look a girl at the time.
What?
Me da look
Yo,
a
there's
girl.
always a girl
Me
involved.
da look a girl at
Always.
the time. Where I go, you way.
You get you?
Yeah. Let me leave it at the looking part.
All right.
She don't go use at the time, man. Me didn't rate her brain.
Okay.
Her brain. She not a sports fan or anything, you know.
Yeah.
So me don't want-
Oral, which brain?
So me just want she just give me her opinion. So she and my mother opinion me work with for the first about 3 months when me I do it. And them would have said, because them not have, first of all, my mother not gonna be biased about it.
Yeah.
She gonna just tell me straight.
Right.
And this girl don't know nothing about sports. So she gonna just tell me what she think about the other things, the combination of the clothes on my have on, and you know, if she think the frame of my head look too big in the TV. Them kind of little something.
Okay,
Right.
That
Now,
makes sense.
there's a meticulous thing we're going on today.
Yeah.
I'm not listening about a method to it, you know.
Yeah.
So after that period now, me kind of just, all right, me don't want to hear from nobody else.
So after a while, they were like, yeah. So they weren't complaining about like how the theatrics that you bring or even how you present it.
No.
They were just like, it's
Yeah.
good. Like they were
No.
entertained by
they
it.
were not. They were not. They were good with it because what both of them told me that it was different.
Yes.
And when me explained to me, used to explain to my mother what me are doing. Me used to explain to her, I said, Mommy, it's different, you know. But if you want to break down barriers and expand in a new horizons, you can't do the thing like what everybody else. And she did buy into it. So from my mother did buy into it now. That give me the kind of confidence to execute.
Yeah.
Somebody just do it. I'm gonna take talk from people from that.
You kind of mentioned it earlier, say stepping into the role of Bobby Free, because many people, he had his loyal fans
Yeah, man.
and you know watchers. So even to thinking, how are you going to step into his role, not wanting to be him, as you mentioned before,
Yeah.
about carving that nail?
Yeah.
Like, was that a major issue or worry?
All right. You see, because I was there or thereabouts while he was doing it before I got on to do it.
Okay.
I kind of like looked at what he was doing, respected it, but always knowing, say, if I get a chance to do that, I wouldn't do it that way or that way. Like, I'd do it my way.
Right.
So when the opportunity came, I kind of have the mindset there already.
So you worried?
You know, you kind of like prepare yourself in
Yeah.
advance in case.
Yeah.
You know, do that a lot. I do that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that a lot. So when the opportunity came away, we just running on with my concept, and it evolved over time. There was one point when people used to kind of tell me to stop being so comedic on it. And but I remember distinctly. So I'm not gonna stop to that. Because if you can't tell a story with a touch of comedy and sarcasm in it,
Of course.
you're gonna grab more people.
Yeah.
Because if we did go up on it and just talk straight face sports show, we want to capture people like your parents and all them kind of people.
Yeah.
The casual fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the young kids. You know how much people tell me, say, their children at 2 and 3 years old. Well, first of all, quite a few of them tell me, say, me scare them kids.
No.
Why you too loud?
Yeah, man, they
Them
love
scream because what is happening kind of louder and
Yeah.
Right.
And then now a lot of them tell me, say, we catch the attention of the young and of the children. Some of them children, they are big people now.
Yes.
Yes.
You get what I say to you?
We are.
Some of them look older than me right now.
No.
That's hilarious.
And maybe even the outfit them too, cause
Yeah, man.
down
All
to
that
the
was strategic.
suit.
Yeah.
You know,
And
so
that's
you
what strategy.
I'm the thing is like you think that there's a whole plan of people behind it and like put it together, but you realize that wasn't the case. It was just all you.
I write the script them and the editing where you sit down. I mean editing too.
Really?
Yeah, man. Get me clip them and do my research and the only thing we not do is frame up the camera like and but me produce and present and everything with that program.
So when did you realize that the artist thing didn't work out for you?
Eh?
When you realize that the artist thing didn't work for you?
Yeah, but we still have a thought still. I know what say.
You did a song recently.
Yeah, man, we do song now. And you know what say, it's my virgin. It's my virgin and me and him used to write lyrics together and perform and all them something. You know. Him one day tell me say, you know. Him one day tell me say, cause him the kind of give up on everything.
Yeah.
Like a pretty young, like him never want to persevere. But me buck him up one day, a Reddy's Road one day, and him said to me, say, yo, you know, say, you were the talent. Him said to me, you know, you would have the talent, you know. Say, you did have the talent, you know. Me didn't follow you, you know. And him say, you see, anything you decide to do, you can pull it off.
Yeah.
Him said that to me the day, you know. And that time now, the music business now wicked, you know, brother. Yeah, man, and me decide, say, all right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop. That students up there, because them time they know me I go school too, you know. Yeah, man, me that go, you take at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, and him said to me, I go give this a pause. It's like how my brethren give me that kind of confirmation of, you know, my ability the way him say.
Yeah.
All right, I say, all right. You know me love sports and we do all of them something. So you know, so we are going to give that sports journalism something a run, you know. I'll give 6 months. And if me not busting out in 6 months, I come back around the music. And that was when I started to write the letters. That was what preceded the writing of those.
Oh, so the editorials. Oh,
right.
That was it.
It was that conversation with my brethren.
Yeah.
When we decide, say, all right, let me give this another shot. Because I feel me equally good at this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I start, put me right into the right song now, write my lyrics, I start turning to write some sports thing.
Yeah.
And one thing led to another.
Were the commentaries equally as comical and funny and satirical as you did on sports commentaries?
You mean the
editors that you wrote is the same thing that translated onto sports commentary now?
No. To be honest, no. The editorials I wrote were kind of more, they were opinionated, but they were kind of like arguing.
Oh, so never had the community
no,
that you did?
No.
Okay.
It was more straight analytics.
Okay.
Yeah, more. With opinions, of course.
Yeah.
That's my strong thing. We form opinion for a living. I don't have to tell people.
You form
opinions.
Yeah.
You don't consider yourself a journalist.
Yeah, man. No, I'm not a journalist. Man. When people call me a journalist, I tell them no.
Same thing with me.
But the thing is, like, the research that you go into it and the whole process of journalism, you've been involved in it. So
yes. But let me tell you something about journalism now. Journalism is a profession where, in the Jamaican space, you don't get a lot of, I don't think you get what is due. Because I rub shoulders with some great journalists, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't love how I see the profession treat them.
Locally or internationally?
Locally.
Okay.
Locally, man. Some great journalists. Remember I said, are they leading media house me associated with?
Yeah, so you're going.
So I see some legends pass through that something, you know. And I don't love how I see some of them end up. Yeah, somebody decided, say, no, sir. I don't want to get them awards when I see them get and end up like them. They never get an award yet, you know. Because guess what? They have this thing in a journalism and the Press Association of Jamaica have it. You have to submit your pieces.
Yeah.
So you have to apply to get an award. I say I'm not applying to get no award, brother. Some don't work for award. Some never get an award yet.
Yeah.
I do this for long. I see some youth come there 5-6 years ago and get a journalist, sports journalist of the year. I not going to get that. Because I not going to apply for it.
Yeah.
I not going to set up a piece. Them, up to last year, them down upon me say, send up some of your commentary, them send up this, send up that. I said, no, brother.
Maybe get a lifetime achievement award.
You should have been get that.
But we not big enough. We not big enough still, you know. He's a reward man, you know.
Yeah.
He's a capitalist by nature, you know.
Really?
Yeah, man, believe people for make money.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, if you make money and get what you worth.
But the reward that you get or the award that you get is a reward for the hard work.
It's not that you're not here to me.
Yeah.
Maybe if I get a fat check more than a fat award.
Makes
But
sense.
You're not
But what
lying,
about
bro.
legacy though?
You're not
Might
lying,
think
bro.
that.
No, but the legacy, you be in the annals of local
Yeah,
history.
probably my daughter when she can look back when daddy gone. She say,
Yeah.
that, but outside that, it's not. I'm not big on that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Give me my money in my pocket, man. Shove it in my bank account. And
Makes sense, bro.
And look how far it reaches.
Makes sense, bro.
We don't know what to pack
Oh,
away also.
one of the things
Exactly.
that what you do involves is critique.
Yeah.
How soon after you start, really get the legs, you see me going in a sports
Sea
comedy.
legs, yeah.
I want to say sea legs.
Oh,
I want to say
sorry.
legs. All right, come on.
What?
You know what I mean? Athletes, they start reach out and get back to them.
Or not even athletes,
Well,
that's everybody.
Administrators first.
Administrator
Yeah.
first.
All right.
Okay.
It start with administrators first.
Yeah, what do you hear some of that? But how soon athletes it start?
Yeah,
They start.
man.
But wait, when you
Different
mean
athletes.
administrators, like,
All right. Like,
you mean TVJ people? Then?
No, man.
Oh.
Sports administrators. Like,
Okay.
like the
okay.
late Captain Harris Burrell.
Really?
Ooh.
Captain Harris Burrell, when we start the sports commentary first, he's Captain's Bakery sponsored both 2 nights of sports commentary.
Oh.
No other single entity never sponsored 2 nights.
Oh.
He had Saturday and Sunday. But we never used to play. Anytime GJFF, they not when we disagreed, we used to beat them. Till one time, Captain called Mrs. Forbes and said, "Hey, Mrs. Forbes, I want you to take that madman off the TV. I can't be sponsoring the program and he's embarrassing me."
Captain O'Hara, be a fool, she said.
Yeah, man.
This was brought to you by Captain's
Yeah,
Bakery.
yeah, man.
The views expressed by sports commentary
Right, so
does
Miss
not
Forbes.
reflect.
The GM
Hey.
called me in the office and tell me, "Sir, Captain is disgusted at me." Mrs. Forbes. When the boss them call you,
Yeah.
you know, suit to get too combative with them.
True.
And them are the boss.
Yeah.
So now when them call me, I know them position them in. Them get a call from the sponsor, them have to call me. So I say, "Okay, Mrs. Forbes, okay, I'll try and tone it down."
You lie.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, not change. Not change.
Did they pull?
No,
the?
pull up. Me and Captain turned friend after that, man.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Captain
Wait,
Chase.
after I'm retired?
No, man. Well, after he tried to get me off the air,
Yeah.
I continued doing what I was doing.
Yeah.
Beat him when it's necessary for them get beaten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Till after a while, him start calling me. Like him call me and used to call me Trace. And say, "Trace, you know I respect you. I respect you, You're a man of conviction. And your fear is one thing. It's uncomfortable when you criticize me. But your fear. Because there will be issues, There will be issues, When we defend him.
Yes.
Right? Because, as me say, I don't have an agenda, Because I try to balance commentary and balance analysis.
Yeah.
So when there are issues now when we take film side, we like, call me up. I say, "Well, Trace, I rate you, I like it."
Of course.
Tell me a captain turn friend. The latter stages of captain presidency, he used to bounce ideas off of me before him implement them and them kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
So when you never even be a part of the
Yeah, say people say that to me because of the passion that we have, especially for football.
Yes.
And the kind of ideas we may put forward. Them say, even the current JFF leadership, the president not doing not with me, man. He not chat.
Of course.
I think the current leadership is appalling.
Yeah.
More than
It's non-existent.
more than its predecessor. What? More than its predecessor.
Yes, man. Shericka is a president in hiding, Yeah, man, Mr. Ricketts not them know. There's a whole crisis in the football right now.
No.
Yes.
Them fire, the coach gone.
Yeah.
We have World Cup come up next year. We don't have a coach right now.
What's our chances?
We have a good chance to qualify for the World Cup.
No,
What's our chances of qualifying? Not good enough. What's our chances of
We're
qualifying?
still with a good chance of qualifying. But we have to get to act together.
Yeah.
That's a big but. Because this World Cup is 2026.
Yeah.
It's going to be played in this region.
Yeah.
USA, Mexico, Canada are co-hosts. So they don't have to play qualifying.
No.
Those are the 3 best teams in our region.
Yeah.
So it is like Jamaica, Costa Rica, Honduras, Guatemala. Those are the lot fighting for 3 spots. So it's an easier equation to solve to qualify for the World Cup.
Right.
So, but we look like we want to mess it up.
Yeah, and that, you know. And that, they look
Even
like
that.
they look like they want to mess you up. You
It's
know.
another
God,
word
no.
we want to use instead of mess.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
Yeah, bro.
We'll say it for you.
Yeah, we say it for you.
As much as
God, no.
it's
Because right now
easier.
them a search for a coach and to me look like them don't know what they are search for.
Oh my.
Oral, if them don't make that World Cup, you know, every lock, stock, and
Brother.
ball of them will resign,
Brother.
you know,
Brother.
in the administration. You know.
That's the technicality with this now. You see the JFF administration, Mr. Ricky's just win back. When was it? Earlier this year.
In presidency, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically we are powerless, you know, in terms of them being there or not being there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only the delegates. The public person, the public media, etc. We can remove the leadership of the
Yeah.
It's only the delegates. The delegates and FIFA. So me kind of resign myself now to, okay, we have to go and hold them accountable, but we can't move them. But if they don't qualify for this World Cup, brother,
Nah, man.
no, some don't.
But all right, devil's advocate.
Yeah.
How much of it is really the administration, JFF administration, and more like the players and the management, like? Because it's the players that play. So
No,
why
but-
would the players not be held
man.
accountable?
Football is more than just going out on the field and playing.
A lot more.
There's a lot that goes behind the scenes in terms of preparation and strategy and tactics and that kind of thing. And I think that is where the federation is failing in facilitating that kind of effective exercise.
Yeah.
The coach that was here, Hal Grimson, he was doing his thing, but there was some interference with what he was doing.
From JFF?
Yes. And him grab up his marbles and run. We did upset with him when him go and say, boy, I'm disrespect with him. We still feel disrespectful.
Why?
Because him come here and say, I'm going to qualify for World Cup. That was his mandate.
Yeah.
And him leave after 2 games and take another job within a week.
Oh.
He's at the Republic of Ireland. He's being unveiled as the Republic of Ireland
Yo, the
coach.
smile is big too. You know,
Smile
picture too,
big.
that make people feel away.
And we there scrub
he looks so
around
happy,
and
bro.
look at coach.
Because him just did it at the L.
But me in a
He look too happy.
Me in
in that
a
picture.
state now when me almost depressed with what I go with the football. Me not telling you that. The under 20 team went away the other day. Aggregate of 15 love them get 3 games.
ja.
9 love, 3 love, 2 love.
A 6 piece,
A
then they
15
get
that?
Then they get a 6 piece from
9.
US.
Them get 9
Nine.
9.
from USA.
Yes.
3 from Costa Rica.
Ja.
No, 4 from Costa Rica and 3 from Cuba.
What is the thing that can... I mean, you say you used to bounce idea off with Mr. Burrell. Like,
Yeah.
what right now is the thing that is the most crucial point of contention in the JFF that can change and that can make improvements?
I think the relationships where they have with the stakeholders.
Meaning?
Yeah, all right. Let me tell you how JFF run now. Mr. Mike Ricketts is the president. But them have a version up and they Rodal Speed. He's basically the man who run the football. Almost every aspect of it.
Yeah.
He's the chairman of the technical committee. And most of the football decisions go through him. When we want to talk to somebody about football, we find out what's happening. I don't call the president, you know.
Yeah.
Apart from the fact that the president not chat to me. See? Because
No
he said,
comment.
he said, we don't rate him and me a fight against him and Ray and Tay and be a bad mouth him. But we don't really call the president. Because whenever you call that president, he say, okay, I'm not quite sure. I'll have to find out. I mean, what's Mr. Speed him I forgot to talk to. So what we do, we develop a rapport with Mr. Speed. And because Speed is the kind of person, you can be critical of him and him not vex with you.
Yes.
So we have a rapport with him.
Okay.
Yeah, and so whenever I want to get any information about anything up there, we talk to Mr. Speed, but Mr. Speed have a weakness. He's very effective as a football. We call him a football soldier. But he have an arrogance problem.
Oh.
He have a big arrogance problem. And because of that arrogance problem now, all of them issues are with the Reggae Girls and the coach and the current one with the Reggae Boys. Mr. Speed is at the center, all of them controversy there. Yeah, man, because he's the one who basically, it's hard for see it, you know. Because everybody have Mike Ricketts as the president.
Right, he's the face of it.
But
yeah.
people who in the sport understand the dynamics of how the JFF run. And Mr. Speed is not the most affable person that the people get along with. So because of that, he's an efficient soldier. And Mr. Ricketts in turn now is such a weak leader that he allows Mr. Speed to do everything,
Yeah.
including the bad things. Because someone like when them fire the coach for the Reggae Girls because they strike, them trying to fire the coach.
Yeah, that never made no sense.
The team got the World Cup
Yeah.
and got the second round of the World Cup.
Yeah.
And a man come back from that and you
fire-
renew the man contract.
Yeah, that-
So
egregious.
did they give a reason why they fired him?
They say he kept throwing the federation under the bus and embarrassing the federation. Because the coach, he was outspoken.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, it was.
but even then,
Wait,
when,
you can get insubordination. Yeah,
when you do something
okay.
that's historic, no,
Yeah.
as carry the Reggae Girls to the second round of the World Cup, you buy yourself little leeway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
rest.
yeah, so.
It should. It's crazy what's going on.
Yeah, it is.
You think the Leon Bailey situation had much, because you know that was the whole thing leading up to the not the Gold Cup, the Copa America, to the
Copa
Copa,
America.
right? That whole thing. You think that had anything to do with Aldrinson resigning?
I think so. Part and parcel of what happened. The Leon Bailey thing now not complicated.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, because Leon, you know the interview them him though. And
Yeah.
he talk a whole lot of things where. But
Is he wrong though?
no, but it not good. Some of these things you don't say them when you're part of a team.
But then why? But then it's the same thing with the coach. Him not wrong. So why?
The coach,
The Reggae Girls
coach.
Yeah.
No man, but you have to
Different.
understand when you
It's
work
different.
with people, you have to know for David. Teamwork is a delicate
Yes.
exercise.
Because the thing with the coach
Okay,
is
yeah.
that when he speaks in defense of the players,
Right.
for the players.
Against
While
the
more
federation.
Leon is more of a self, it would seem. Like,
Right.
say, yo, nah, dude, me right, and me a big baller.
Leon talk some nonsense on a podcast. He talk some nonsense still. But you see the Leon thing, is more than what you see.
Me
And
know.
them have a man named Craig Butler
Yeah, we know.
Yes.
in the equation where
Yeah.
Craig is probably the most difficult person in all of football in Jamaica to deal with. He's
not-
successful at what he does.
Yes, a very good
You know,
outfit.
he's unearthed Leon,
Yes.
taking Leon to superstar status in the wider world of football.
Yeah.
See young Whisper Richards gone at Chelsea too. But Craig is a difficult brethren for deal with. And he's at loggerheads with the federation.
Yeah.
So there's a tug of war there. The under 20 team where we tell you get embarrassed the other day. His Phoenix Academy had 4 players in night. And he pulled them. He pulled them from the team.
Right
Hey,
away.
if you know football, you not come to about so long, would have declined. You know, football depressing right now.
Yo, them can tell you. Them can tell you. Are you supposed to know me being a man who fan football?
Oh,
The
yeah.
pressing. And worse when they really play reggae, but that's when they really play.
It's an headache thing right now.
What's
Yeah.
because in the so passionate about
Because we love it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah.
Sweet, it depressing, man.
But there's a whole pop. It is just, there's no harmony in a football right now.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That maybe that needs to change. Like if something can happen with a conference with everybody, just come together, air it out,
Yeah.
and like say, okay, what is the best steps moving forward? Like this is the goal, and we're gonna move
You go back to
that.
the leadership. You know, have
Yeah.
the kind of leadership. Put on your foot and get it done.
Yeah.
That's what it needs. That is what this situation needs.
No, for real.
Leadership.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of this. Look here, there's a lot of factions and Mr. Speed and Mr. Butler and the coaches, and it's just one big tug of war.
You think Mr. Butler should be in a part of the JFF in some administrative
It's hard
way?
because he may work well with people.
Many people think he could be a coach. The JFF.
Well,
coach.
him buy a team. Him buy a team.
He's a part of.
He's a part of a Premier League team now.
yeah.
So I don't think it would be a good fit. I think if we continue to do what I'm doing in terms of develop players, I don't think if we elevate him up to the JFF level, things will just get worse.
Wow.
Because he's such a kind of like a one-man band. Like he's we are the highway, and
Oh, okay.
that kind of people, it's not good for teamwork.
Yes.
And just like with Mr.
I get
Speed,
that.
as you're
Right.
saying, it's his way or the
Similar kind of
highway.
thing. The big tussle going between Speed and Mr. Butler, you know, the same two people, you know.
So it's
Same kind of egos, same
Yeah.
kind of personalities.
damn.
And it
So you can't add Crick to
do
that.
you think that Butler is behind Leon's rhetoric and some of his decisions? Right? How much of it
really
you
want
think is Leon? How much
You
of it
really
is-
want me to answer that?
Yes, man, yes.
really actually
Would
want me to
ask if me never want to answer, brother.
Yes. Yes, to a large extent.
Because
Well,
that's the theory out there that Craig is using Leon to enact
To fight
revenge or to fight against the JFF.
fight his battles,
yes.
Unfortunate. As we say, as an enthusiast of the sport and of Jamaican football, we kind of feel we're not in the best space right now.
Who do you think can turn it? Which coach or manager you looking at?
Because them are going within the system. That's
It's
why
at that point.
Because the leadership, it all starts on the
Because I
top.
can't tell you that if when the next coach comes here, I understand they want another foreign coach. But who's to tell that when he comes now? And him come to Jamaica and him see what I want and see how Jamaica.
I'm ahead of.
Him say it was I'm gone back with me.
Exactly.
But I used to
So
them kind of stuff.
Yeah, because Hal Goodson had a good resume and we saw
But he
where...
just couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, him couldn't deal with it.
so just the level of toxicity like they just need for.
Yeah.
You think,
Sort that
you think
out.
we move on from Leon Bailey completely?
No. Any coach will come here. I go want Leon be a part-time team because he's a quality player.
Yeah.
But when you see what comes with him, it seems.
Yeah.
Do you think it's worth the trouble? Even knowing that he not perform as well for the Reggae Boys as he does for Aston Villa.
Put it this way. If I was to take over the job as coach right now.
Remember, we like Craig.
Yeah, we don't care about I'm just saying.
Craig, I'm a general. You know?
Yeah, we like
Craig,
Craig.
I'm a general too.
I think you vexed with me now. Steve.
Don't make it vex with me.
Vex with me now.
I like you, Craig.
But I've been for a long time and I was there when the contract was being signed with Leon to go to Aston Villa and I meet up on the house.
Gee.
I was right there.
Yeah, we've been up there a couple
Yeah,
times.
man. And,
One time.
but Craig is like that. If you say it, you might not be friends after this interview. Why you allow Oral to come here and say those things about Cut you off.
Views expressed by
Mr. Tracy is that of him.
reflects.
I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Why not the people them be
Yeah. So they must- But you think that if there's a way to integrate,
Yeah,
at least
man, because
reintegrate him, we should.
I would have make the attempt to try to get him back in anything. I'd try to sit down with him
Yeah.
and talk to him and feel out him headspace for him there. Because he's a quality player.
Right.
As you say, they'll give you the best. We don't see the best time for Jamaica.
We have that.
Which is a problem. Which is a challenge. But we're not trying because you see him playing for Aston Villa. So you know him can play football.
Right.
But for whatever reason, or combination of reasons, him not bring that for Jamaica. Now, if I took over the team, I don't want that player as part of my Arsenal. Now, if the baggage are going to continue to come now, at some point,
Arsenal.
at some point, you're going to say, all right, now cut my losses and run. Because if it's going to be disruptive to the chemistry of the team, now going into the World Cup qualifiers, a tough decision I have to make.
Yeah.
But me wouldn't be, me not join the wagon if I say, done with Leon, no.
No, I think you just need a mediator, a buffer, like somebody, like the probably JFF need to employ somebody who's good at mediation.
Yeah, probably.
And just be a
The
bridge.
master didn't have the budget for it.
Yeah, probably.
I'm telling you, Ari, come on.
And it's like you're telling this to somebody who watch like 5 FIFA documentaries about how much money they get.
Yeah.
They
Come on,
have
them
the
get
money.
no money, man.
They have the
man.
money.
You see the world governing body of football, FIFA, them are wash with money.
We watch the documentaries.
They are awash
and
with
it's
money.
mafia
Till them
style.
and wash money.
I don't know about that.
The views
But
expressed
I-
by now.
I
don't know about
that.
I am told that each member nation, whether you're Jamaica, Germany, England, France, no matter how big, no matter how small,
Yeah.
they get in the region just by being a member, you know, $2 million US every year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there are other grants and other facilities that
so
you.
that's why it's mind-boggling to me. Like people are complaining about the accommodations, the quality of
Yeah, but
pay,
no, football
all
is
them stuff
expensive
there.
though. It's expensive.
Yeah, but
It's
still, like
it is expensive though. Despite them getting all of that and them have a big deal with Adidas, sorry. It's still, they have like, if I'm not mistaken, like 7 national teams to take care of. The age group teams, the female teams. And only the senior men's team, I think, make them a profit when they play.
wow.
So there's a shortfall where them have to make up with all of that sponsorship and that. You know, like the girls qualify for World Cup the other day, them get some money in them coffers. The FIFA subvention where them get them use that around. And they have a day-to-day operation of the federation up there. So although FIFA give them enough money, football is expensive,
especially
It's a World Cup champion. And millions of dollars for a World Cup champion.
Especially we as a third world country, we cannot start at a deficit versus the bigger, more established countries.
That is why it is so important for us to be efficient and effective in our planning and execution. And we don't have unlimited resources. Like, well, not unlimited. We don't have comparable resources. Like some of the territories where we are competing with USA,
which means
Mexico,
less room for
Canada. So we have to be more efficient and more meticulous with what we are doing. Which I think is one of the problems right now.
Okay, I'm not go ahead in the positions of
we have
leadership.
to know what we are doing. We are looking at coach now. We have to make sure so we get a coach. We have a team. We have about 8 Premier League players that play for Jamaica.
Yes,
EPL players.
We have the team.
But when you look at the team I play, it look like Peter and Paul prep school. You look at pick some youth and say, go out there on the field.
No disrespect to Peter and Paul.
I'm just a Paul primary. Let's say, you just put some little youth. I saw the team don't look organized. They think there's no camera, there's no cohesion in how they play.
You know what I think?
That's why we need a coach for sort out.
I think they need to watch Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso?
You need to watch that show.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a really good show about football.
Football?
Yes.
So you watch football movies?
Yeah.
It's a series.
It's quite good. Yes.
But when you watch the series, you'll see why this statement is ridiculous. Ridiculous. So you don't feel like Solskjaer are the man?
Don't bring Ole into this. Ole just left one toxic situation.
Why they seem so hell-bent on bringing a Manchester United coach? Why the JFF, they have Manchester United fans up there?
Crazy.
My understand says, so Ole not coming.
No.
We're hearing about Steve Bruce. I'm hearing word now that he's not the guy either. So it's a lot of speculation going on.
I'm a Manchester United fan, but when I heard the Solskjaer room, I'm like, come on.
I don't think he's the best coach. I don't think he's a great coach. And that's not because I'm a Liverpool fan, but
I think part of
I
it
just
is
remember when he was at Man U. We just really, Man U did remind me how Jamaica team look right now.
He had his moments, you know, he did. They give him his credit. It's just that it's the same type of situation like with the JFF where it was certain.
The Man U is kind of toxic now.
Well, we have fixed things. Ineos, big up Ineos.
All right, so let's move on to track now. It's Olympic time.
No, hold on. Before we move on to track,
you know, right? I'll ask some more questions too.
Football related?
Yeah.
Go on, ask it.
So last year, speaking of funding, last year Bonisha did have some comments about starting a GoFundMe in preparation for World Cup, and we're upset about that.
Yeah, we get a whole part. We get the whole part after that, because the JFF is a very unpopular body, you know.
Yes.
So whatever people say about the JFF, any criticism of the JFF, whether it's credible or not, people are going to just run with it. Now, as a man where do this kind of thing for a living, now, I can't afford to forget. I have to maintain my objectivity.
Yes.
And what Bonisha said on that occasion was actually incorrect. And she gave the world the impression that the girls needed a GoFundMe in order for them to qualify for a World Cup.
Yeah.
That was actually not true. And of course, me did brave enough to come out and say so. Against the very popular Bonisha, World Cup girls who just got the second round create history.
Yeah.
And seemingly siding with the JFF. There's enough people.
And seemingly siding
with the devil.
With the JFF on that occasion.
Yes.
But that's what we do. And that's something I pride myself on, you know. Come realize say in Jamaica, when people have predisposed position, they can't be objective.
No. So it's all
So if you hear the JFF, you just hear the JFF.
Yes.
So there's nothing good as some people reason. But I know some of them think. So on that occasion, I disagreed with what. In fact, what she said was incorrect. Let me try to dance around it, you know.
But so just clear up what was incorrect.
All right.
She said.
There was a GoFundMe that was launched by one of the parents for one of the girls on the team. But the GoFundMe was not what led or helped the girls to go to the World Cup.
Right.
The JFF spent billions of dollars in that campaign for the girl to go to the World Cup. The GoFundMe, I try to remember it now. It was formed by, as we say, one of the girls' mothers, the girl named mother. And what it did, see, like, all right, just like when the girls go on tour and all them something, and they wanted to, normally when they go out, you know, the federation take care of them meals and them hotels and all of that.
Yeah.
Well, let us say the girls go to some weird city in Europe where the cuisine not to them like.
Yeah.
So they don't want the hotel food. Them want to go on the road and get food and they want to do some shopping. That was what that particular GoFundMe was set up for.
Oh.
So not to fund the World Cup qualification.
Yeah.
The JFF funded the World Cup qualification.
Yeah.
But the impression was given by that statement that if them never set up a GoFundMe, and it was being repeated by the international media all over the world.
Yeah.
You know them love a sub story.
Yeah, man. Them love that story.
So
love them
it's
kind
very
of story.
misleading.
So, in that case, we did side with the JFF.
Just to clear it.
I give you a joke. There are some important people at the JFF because we used to beat them so much. They never used to talk to me. The Gensec stopped talking to me one night time. Because he was making so much mistake, I used to criticize him left, right, and center. You see, after that saga there, when we said, no, the girl, them wrong this time, the JFF, not culpable this time. Mr. Trump called me and said, Oral, you know you're such an objective person.
That's how come on when they side with them time, they never give you props, man.
You see me sojourn in the media.
Yeah.
It teach me so much about the psychology of Jamaican people.
Us too. Doing
Jamaican
this.
people, them tribal, you know?
Yeah.
It's not about whether you're right or wrong. It's whether people like you or
Like
not.
you or not.
That's it.
And if somebody like you, you can't do nothing
You
wrong.
can't do nothing wrong.
You know what they call it? Loyalty.
Like,
Loyalty. You're not loyalty.
Yeah,
You're
loyalty.
not loyalty.
You're not loyalty,
You're not
Reggae Girls.
loyal.
You ever said that?
Yeah, man. That's the reason, man. It used to annoy me one time.
it does.
But we kind of understand it. No, we just said, sometimes we just dismiss it.
No.
You see, I'll my radio show, me know.
Crazy.
Me up on East Side for my morning time, you know. We have a show named The Sports Explosion, Monday to Friday, 9 to 11, you know, where we interact with. Yes, so, you see, on that show, most of that show is interactive podcast.
Yeah, you did. Talk
Yeah,
sports.
That is like a sample thing when you have to reason with the people, you know. Sometimes you have to bite me lip enough to remind myself, I'm free to hear radio.
Yes.
Yeah, me did have a radio show too, sports radio show, like a sports radio show on Sun City.
Yeah.
Same thing with me. It's like,
Yeah, man, because sports people passionate, you know.
Yes.
Passionate. And you see all the same JFF thing we're not talking about.
Yeah.
JFF is the most hated organization in Jamaica.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty
up there.
much. Them, the
So-
government.
Yeah,
right?
them and the government. Yeah, them the government. Yeah.
That's true, man.
Yeah, man.
That's true. 'Cause at least you'll have some people on green side say, allow them, I like.
Yeah,
There's
man.
nobody on the side of it.
Yeah.
Not one person.
Nobody.
No, but it was so telling when Leon come out and say it, like so many, like that's when me realized, like, wow, like, all right, let's take a step back because not a lot of people was on Leon's side.
Yeah,
Like,
at the
people-
time.
right? Because
Yeah.
everybody's like, no, JFF are
Yeah.
fuck Rina, but no, Leon, you can't say that.
Yeah.
I was just like, wow,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
interesting.
And even when the coach, when he was leaving the other day, he said, because he came on my radio show one morning and he said, a lot of what Leon said was true. This is obvious, you know, after I decided to leave already, so I must tell him something.
Yeah. Makes it
He said, my one foot in and out of time.
So by next week,
So-
I ain't gonna be here.
So you know you're not agree with not what Sir P said about Leon.
You know, so one day, one time, let me tell you. You see, Leon kind of misunderstood, you know. All right. Craig carry Leon and his son them on another you trade them initially. Him carry them go Europe from them about young teenagers. you know.
Yeah.
So Leon never socialized like a typical kid, you know.
That's true.
So I mean, most people that listen to him talk now go have that kind of context to what I say. But sometimes I think because of that kind of background and how long him spending at the trenches, there's a lot of, you see the success now we are coming with now. Leon signed a nice little contract with Aston Villa.
Oh yeah.
So it's almost like when you break through them kind of barriers there
Yeah.
and reach where you reach, it's not so easy, you know. Someone will don't have that decision if you make. Can look upon it and say, yo, well, you're not going, so my hype, so I'm waiting. But sometimes when you try your journey, you know, and you speak how you feel, you know, another man don't understand it, you know.
No.
And someone might say it rub even me wrong, you know. But let me tell you what the problem with Leon now. Some of the things where Leon say, he not say them right. He not say them right.
Huh.
him not say them right.
Like.
Not
Like
what
when
you
him
say,
come out
what
and
you
say,
say.
I mean Jamaica, I mean people come out to watch for Jamaica. We
Yeah.
know what he must say, but he must say it right. Because it's literally not true.
Yeah.
It's actually not true, you know.
They came out to the team.
Yeah, but you know if you say that, Marla.
Yeah.
You see me I say?
It make you sound
It
like.
make you sound like a narcissist in the
Yeah.
context of the team.
Yeah.
And a narcissist in a team setting don't work right because team is a
Yeah,
group.
and your teammate
Group
them are
operation.
inevitably going to pre.
Yeah, so it's gonna be an issue. So it's almost like me have some empathy for Leon. So when Mrs. Sir P them a run out and get wicked on him, you don't know if sometimes I don't pay Sir P no mind, you know. One time he been running a one argument with me that one time, I'm have to rush him. I say, go back round, so what talk about?
Crime and violence.
Go back round, so.
Hello, the sports
Yeah,
team.
sports are my thing.
So don't come in on me domain.
Am I blacklist?
What him a do him thing?
Is Bunny the greatest Jamaican footballer ever?
Who?
Bunny.
Bunny Shaw.
Yeah.
Khadija.
Me not do that cross gender something, you know. She the best female was established.
Without a doubt.
Right. Yeah, but me not do that cross gender something because I think if you do cross gender analysis like that, all things have to be equal. And all things are not equal.
Right.
So me like keep the things separate because football is played separate genders. So why if you do a cross gender now, the greatest footballer, when all things don't remain equal? Yeah, I mean, female football in the region is not of the same level of, should I say, maturity as the male game.
Nice way to put
In
it.
other words, USA is...
Yo, mine, you know, remember say a female yata. What you say? What no mature? Yeah, say. Remember say a female say that.
That's racist.
But it doesn't sound different from what Nara has always been saying.
Yeah, it's a different
Say
level.
body are the best.
No, in regards to the level of ball game, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, we have the big powerhouses in the region. USA, in a women's football, USA are the world champions.
Yeah, many times.
Canada is a powerhouse as well. But below that now, the other teams are just struggling to find them putting in a international women's football.
Yeah.
So Jamaica did well. We did well to qualify for back-to-back World Cups. You know,
Yes.
we can't go around that. You know,
Yeah.
kudos to Sidela Mali and the entire
Kudos.
team. We got that done. You know, but if you compare that now with the kind of deep-seated culture of football on the men's side, where you have teams like Honduras and Costa Rica and El Salvador and, you know,
Of course,
these
Mexico.
teams have them place you have to war them people to get some points off of them.
Literally. Sometimes.
Literally war them people.
Yes, yeah.
So all things are equal. So when you look and say Bunny Shaw is the all-time leading goal scorer for Jamaica, yes, she scored a whole per goal against St. Kitts and Nevis and some little team.
Excuse
We don't know how to play.
you.
Sorry to St. Kitts and Nevis. But she has scored some goal per goal against some little team when them don't know how to play football.
For play that.
So we don't do the cross gender.
Context is
so.
everything.
Yeah,
Context is everything.
We
And
don't do the
that's
cross
true.
gender thing.
We have to say big ups to our sponsors. Daylight Ibiza happening October 21st, Heroes Day. It's an inclusive cuisine event. Get your early bird tickets at daylightibiza.com. Don't know Ibiza, them do them thing. Chic.
Yeah.
You see me? Also, I big up Kirk's Cool Air Auto, the home of auto AC repairs. Them the Regas and Oil AC compressor repair, evaporator core replacement, the works, you name it. You see the telephone number on the screen. Call it. It's located at 44 Malines Road, Kingston 10. Follow them across social media as well. So that's Kirk's Cool Air Auto, the home of auto AC repairs. The time hot. If you don't have AC problem, now's the time to fix it. Call Kirk. Speaking of cool, big up Bossy Jamaica, Jamaica's coolest t-shirt company. Give thanks to the merch. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like keeping us fresh up here. Yeah, man, big up Bossy Jamaica. You can follow them on social media as well. It's Olympics time now, and I feel
Yeah,
like
man.
the Olympics really are going to start now, the track and field events.
Thursday.
Yeah, really and truly.
First, when is it first? Thursday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the big story right now, Lyles claiming the world's fastest man title.
Yeah.
Only for debate that start.
Yeah.
Of course, Jamaican people are gonna hear that and said, no, First of all, the fastest man alive is one you seeing St. Leo boat.
Yeah.
The
Full name.
Doctor.
Full
yeah.
name.
Doctor.
Right? The
Dr.
fastest man
Lightning
currently,
Doctor.
world leading time is one Kishian Thompson.
Yeah.
You know, say clear yourself.
Yeah.
Right? and all these things. So when you see that now, the conversation out there,
Yeah.
what are your
And I
thoughts?
just must say that he did provide context saying
did.
that he's coming from the World Championship,
Yeah.
which he won. So
Yeah.
that would make him, he's saying.
That's what they
why-
tend to do.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody wins the 100 meters at a major, which is World Championships or Olympics, they tend to refer to them as the fastest man, the fastest man in the world. But he's literally and actually not the fastest man in the world.
Yes.
No.
Because Kishi, you see with sprinting, no great era no there.
No.
It's time specific. You know?
Yes.
So you know what the fastest man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Akishi and Thompson the fastest man in the
Yeah.
world this year so far. Me personally, I don't like the thing of saying because you win the Olympic title, you're the fastest man. Because you're not.
I don't like it either because we have,
We don't like it.
measurements of time. That
Yeah,
we
I
can
think
say.
it's a full thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was that
so-
a recent thing I like or something?
Yeah,
Been a
it's
go on?
some kind of reset.
Yeah,
I
because-
remember when
Whatever.
Shakari won the 100 meter, the women's thing in Budapest the other day. They refer to her as the fastest one as well. But you have Shelly run faster than her.
Yeah.
At the time, you have Shelly run 10.6. Shakari never, she just run 10.6 when she run up there. So.
Yeah.
So she don't run as fast as Shelly yet. She don't run as fast as Ilian yet. Ilian Thompson era is still the fastest woman alive.
Yeah.
Right? Some we don't like it, but no one has explained it. But that is what they tend to do.
But I think you think that's just US spin, because I personally think that's just US
Yeah,
spin.
I think
That's
it's by and large a
yeah,
US thing.
US marketing ploy.
Yeah, that's
to
their
kind of
thing.
get people
That's their
interested for real.
That's their
'Cause-
But he's furthering it.
well, he's gonna.
Well, I'm gonna take
I
it.
would
Yeah, I run
Take-
with that.
Them are 90, me gonna take it.
Because what would have been more accurate and even works well too is that he's the leading world champion.
He's a world champion.
Yeah, so
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That don't make you any less of a man if you're a world champion.
Yeah.
But you're not the fastest man. You can win the world champion in 11 championship in 11 seconds.
yeah.
So it's more accurate. We call it.
The world
You see, that's
champion.
one of the strange things about sports still, you know. Sports have some jargons and some customs where them use where them not literal, you know. And that drive a lot of the sports discussions, you know. All right, let me give you an example.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example. In a football, them have a thing in a football where them say, you play the better ball and lose.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what it says a football?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know say actually you can't play better than another team and lose though. You can't.
This is a Jose Mourinho
Yeah.
thought.
You can't.
Yeah. All right.
You can't.
All right, you know things. All right.
You can't.
Yeah.
Because
No,
if you lose the game, you are not efficient enough in all the areas of the game to win the game because the objective is to win the game.
Yeah.
So people mistake playing better than a team if you're having a lot of ball possession
Yes.
and you've got the most chances, but somehow you couldn't get one in the back of the net and the team find a way to score on point. You are not efficient enough,
man,
so you
Milan-
can't play. So
Milan
that's just
Dutch
one
didn't
example.
Yeah.
So this is another thing now with the Noah Lyles thing. You're the fastest man because you win the world
I
championship.
don't
Okay.
agree with that.
You're literally not.
I don't agree with that.
The fastest
But
man.
no, play
Play
better
better
ball
game.
and lose.
You think you can play better ball and lose?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. So the objective is to score more goals and
Than
to
the
win,
opponent, yes.
right? But in terms of like the technical of like, you know, passing and just
Right.
being a better, more composed team, it's just that the ball isn't going in your favor.
Well, you do
it's going
that.
to
You do
goal.
all of that with an objective of winning the game.
Yeah.
No, but if you fail to win the game, you are not as efficient in the key moments
Yeah.
as you should have been.
Right.
Because it's like anybody. Because I mean, if you look at some old men who probably slow, like old men versus younger
Yeah.
men, them slow, them not really have that. Them not
Right.
go speed on the track and
Right.
run. Well, speed
Right.
on the field and whatever.
Right.
But them,
Have some good technical
yeah,
skills.
and them kind of flopping to win the goal.
so they pass around the ball a lot of time, a lot
Yeah.
of position and create a lot of
versus,
chances.
right? Versus them
But
older.
them couldn't, every time them reach up at the goal, them kick it wide and the goalkeeper save it.
Yeah.
They were not good enough.
This is
They
a
were
deep,
not efficient enough.
this is a deep
It's
conversation.
semantics.
No, it's a deep conversation actually. We'll go back
These
to
are the
football.
kind of things that
But
drive-
wait, you see, because a lot of the philosophy of football is steeped within artistry. You know, doing things with flair and so the beautiful game, you know, it's called that. So me have a team who play a brand of ball game and
Right,
we have
but
a whole
people love.
position. I was like, oh, you're the better team, but
Yeah.
you never score. Like you never
Yeah.
me score more goal than your side. At least the opposition score
Yeah.
more goal than my team. Isn't
We
it?
drift going back in the football.
Oh, but what if? Oh yeah.
But me want,
I said the goalkeeper
Because
supposed-
a conversation could be I'd say that is it branch off into a convo that say that's ruining football now.
you mean possession game.
Yes, and the mindset say, yo, we don't have to have possession as long as we sit back, the bus, win one love. I
don't know if it's
that
really
less
football.
expression in our ball game.
It's playing within your limitations. So if you don't have the kind of personnel we can play what they call front foot football. So you take possession and you pass around and you're offensively, you're slick.
Yes.
You're dribble and you're skillful and you run down the wing and you're square. If you don't have that kind of personnel in your team, you remember say you still have to play to get the result. You know?
Yeah.
If them have a thing where them call a counter-attacking game.
Yes.
So you then, because you don't have the front foot players, you decide say you're going to sit behind the ball. That is how the smaller teams in a football play, the bigger teams.
Yeah.
You sit behind the football and you remain defensively organized, you know. That means you don't make them score for you, you know.
Yeah.
And when, you know, because they are coming now, because they're better than you know. So they're going to push up and carry up numbers for you know.
Yeah.
Your opportunity now is to counter-attack them quickly.
Which in and of itself is a skill.
Is a skill as well.
Yes.
All right, we'll move off of football.
Yes, if we talk about football one more time. If we talk about football one more time, more she come with family.
Track and field, Olympics, right? No Lyles.
Yes.
Yeah? Predictions. Wait, before we even get to that, the situation with Junelle as well. Can we see you talk about that on your channel, right?
Yeah.
Noah is a parrot.
Yeah, Noah chat too
They
much.
must say my mama, man, and all that.
Noah move like, no, him chat too much.
But it seemed like so them still good, so.
Yeah, man. Then see Junelle post up on her.
Yeah.
You feel like it have any effect
No,
on the
it's
team?
like when it blow up and everybody hear it out and them seem to take it with a light heart. You look like it all right. Because one of my concerns at the time when I spoke was that her teammates, the Jamaican teammates, I go feel a little bit uncomfortable with her.
Yeah.
But we're seeing images coming out of Paris where it look like she good. But still, we not going to blame her. Because, she is her man.
Is there a man?
And them have pillow talk.
And the man should be like, shut up. Because I was saying, even if
No,
he
man,
said
listen, man. We're not come a road with the argument.
right? Because even if he was on the
You don't want to hear them take it.
no, because I'm saying if he even went on the podcast, him not go on, and it's like you know, I know we've seen rumblings happening,
Right.
like not attributing
To her. That is it.
Yeah.
It would have been much easier.
That's how the mama
The man say, yo,
That's how the
I've been
mama
doing
road
this
with
before
the
now.
road.
And I heard it from Janelle.
You
The man said point blank.
Yeah,
5
man.
years now. I've been hearing it 5 years.
Him not look like him.
Yeah.
Him not understand the code, man.
You know, one of the things I wanted to ask you, because I remember years ago, I never forgot the sport commentary that he did on Asafa Powell.
Yeah.
And it's like, it kind of, when I first heard it, I was like, what? That's not true. But I just want to know, one, have you and Asafa spoken about that and then cool again?
Let me tell you about Safa. Safa, one of the persons where him cool. Me spend months a beat. Safa.
Yes, I remember.
Takes in which I would agree with.
Sometimes me beat Safa till me surf him. Yeah, man, because Safa was so good.
Yes.
But he just had this thing about the big moments.
Yeah.
Where he deal with them.
And when you listen to, because at first I'm like, what is he talking about? He's like the one of the most decorated athletes at
No,
in
man,
kind of
but
reaching.
people wanted him to win an Olympic or a world championship.
championship.
Right.
And none of that.
And when he say it and put it in perspective, I'm like, oh,
that was it. It's out of disappointment, you know.
Yeah.
One day, in the height of that something there, I remember what happened. I go down to Ochi one day. And one of the weekend I don't go Ochi. I go down there. Go to Ochi Race Jerk Center. And as we drive in and jump out of my vehicle, I hear me say, jump out with, well, we're not going to say with who. Somebody prominent too, you know. We'll leave it there.
Figure it out.
And we just say, and like me and him, I make four, and we just say, well, I'm runner. And him just smile and thump up my fist, and me and him did with some casual chit chat. And him just go about him business, and me go about him business.
And
Cool.
this is after you've been
Cool, man.
beating him.
Me I tell the people who have me up in a sports. You see Shelly never chat to me yet. Shelly, in the early years when we used to beat us up, I remember at that time Shelly had come to the fore, you know.
Yeah.
I remember telling me used to beat us up a bad, you know.
Yeah.
Most harsh is critical Safa. I remember one day we go in a stadium and Bruce James do analysis with TVJ. So I see him and I go stand up and I chat to him and Shelly was there. Like Like when we approached, he was here and Shelly was there, and me stand up there. And she just looked at me and, get up her feet. Like, wait a minute, do yourself. She just said nothing silly, no?
Yeah.
She just turned and me and Bruce go and talk to me, just come out with business. Another day, TVJ, no, she come, I don't know which one of the program she'd have come, but she in the makeup room. The makeup room is a common area, where everybody go. For you go on here, you're going there.
Right.
So we go to the makeup room, and she was sit down at the makeup chair, and she look again and she see me. Steam, huff and puff on her face again. So I just sit down to her. Come in a really big friend with, me a big friend with there, you know. Me I do what me I do, you know, me feel me I do it fairly and squarely. And ironically, I've never had a reason to criticize Shelly and Fredo. I've never criticized her, you know. Because she's such a warrior and a champion who me admire so much. See, but what will happen is that something might happen and I disagree with her position or feel say something Shelly running her race and she never run all out in the race. I might say, why she run like that? Because that's what I do. Because what me doing, I try remain as fair as possible.
Yeah.
So you can't be scared of what people might think about what you say.
True.
Chris Gale.
Oh.
Well, and since Universe Boss retired, me and him done, well, me and him done.
The one of them was supposed to say, hey.
We used to say them on the yam liquor, we used to call it.
What?
Yam liquor is a term in a cricket.
Yam
You
liquor.
swipe. You know, swing your button.
Oh, I don't watch
Agriculture. Yeah, you don't watch cricket. Yeah, but Chris Gale, man. Chris Gale, all right, don't TVJ say, when you come in at the fire down there and come around to the studio, there are some pictures of some of the on-air personalities down there. And one day, come down there, I think, for the Iron Sports. I wasn't out there, you know. But the production assistant went to carry him to the studio. So when him come in, here's one of my pictures there right at the front. And me say the Universe part is so. No, I leave the picture and use a word and say.
The PH
Stay with me, but me and him done. Me and him cool now. One night we go up and when him have, when club in name or something.
Triple
One night we go up
Century.
at Triple Century. And him come in there. I say, because you know he's a jovial kind of guy.
Yeah.
But him come over with a straight bend up face, you know, I say. What are you doing in my place? What are you doing in my place?
It's a free country.
But by the time if I answer him just laugh and say, I joke, man, welcome, man. I'm cool like that, you know.
Yeah.
But them man never really like the criticism I make.
I know.
You seen Bolt a Casper already in a stadium?
Really?
I don't know if you guys remember one, what was it? Even run that infamous race with the chain in her mouth.
Yes.
Oh,
When the
yeah.
Jamaica was killing
man,
by the time.
we did pressure and feet.
Yeah.
And him ear. I say, oh, well, here's what you say.
Well, you must hear.
You say about, you're going to prove you're wrong and whatever. The other day, me did on my podcast and, he me put out a response. I say, you have to give me some money, Because you see when me used to tell you, say, what you do? You have to run with chain on your mouth and them stuff. They're foolish, you say, I do and pressure him.
Yeah.
So you using that as motivation to prove people like me rap. You have to give me some of the dough.
Yeah, man. I'm me boss you.
Right, me a check.
Yeah, man, are you boss it?
Yeah, man. No,
Are you motivated?
A whole generation of them,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
They will suffer get him the bronze medal, man. They suffer as he pop, no my mouth, as he pop.
Safa is the next one. When you hear some of my criticism, I'm actually see him in person what they are like.
Safa.
He's cool for real.
Suffer one cool virgin.
He's cool.
Cool, we not think him take them thing that too serious. But there's a general tendency though, with the track athlete especially.
Yeah.
And you hear Yohan with it the other day.
Yes.
But just like I say, you know, like,
They feel like, well, he probably wouldn't know.
Yeah, guy, you beat him what they
Beat him
are
bad with
yeah.
it. When I tell him I watch back the video, I said, Judge, I saw hard with it.
No, me watch him, I say, yo, Oral did the man. Oh, yes. God, no.
Then it makes him wicked, man.
Hey, one time, use a man when you usually last words. One time, like a last.
We just start stutter, brother.
Hey, brother.
Yeah, man. I disagree with him. I say, no, what's up?
Yeah.
Jamaican people, particularly, we don't have a Yohan Blake like that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, man.
I thought, well, to me, and maybe wrong, he was generally light.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think maybe the expectation that we had on him was to be the
heir apparent.
the heir apparent.
The problem with them, I think, generally, and as Safa said all the while, and you hear And the whole thing with Shelly, when I tell you about what they do, because they do so well internationally. I think somewhere in them psyche, it creep in now, say, when they do poorly, people must excuse them. So them don't want honest commentary on them performance, you know. Them want you to big them up and
I say, good job.
They're the greatest when them do well.
Yeah.
But when them do poorly, them don't want you talk about it. And that time to Blake. Because he run some schoolboy time now, and he look like him career a wind down now. Him not what the athlete him used to be. And that comment he made, you know, the last one, you know, was after he ran dead last in a one Diamond League meeting.
Yeah.
When was it 10-4 or something?
Yeah.
So if I anticipate people are gonna say, Blake, if you love it now, you know. So he put out that like almost like a preemptive strike now. You see, I don't get the love and respect. Foolishness him talk about. Foolishness, me not me double down and nonsense you talk. Nonsense you talk. Jamaica people don't have nothing against.
And I think the problem with that Blake, and maybe even Safa got through it as well, is that they see the praise that a Bolt gets. They see the praise that Shelly get.
Correct.
And then feel like, say, they should get the same type of praise. From the public.
Is that reasonable though?
And that's the thing, like when them I just saw when them pre the career and the level of achievements. It's not to say that we love you less or more, it's just that them achieve what them achieve.
Yeah, for perform.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I don't think that kind of expectation is reasonable though. I mean, Shelly and Bolt are two of the greatest athletes in the history of humanity. You know,
Till them get listed from the
Jamaica.
Blake is unfortunate to be competing at the same time with Usain Bolt. He was the second fastest man ever. Over both the 100 and the 200, you know.
Yeah.
But he's only won one world championship because of the presence of Bolt. Now, is it fair for you to think then that, hey, I should be getting the same level of respect of Bolt and Shelly? No. I don't think so.
I think, and it would probably boil down to personalities, because I think you're saying like people forget that separate and apart from the talent, like you saying and Shelly, their personalities are endearing.
Yeah.
Like even you did a beat him with the chain in him out and the bravado and the braggadocious behavior that him display on the field, but it's like, you have to respect it because his personality was endearing. Like when he win the world champs, he might do the dances. Big up Jamaican
put a whole pot dough in her pocket.
So it's like, other than that, like I can get why people, not just companies and brands, would get like the people would get behind him because he made himself so endearing.
Yeah, man. And
like,
Shelly have this kind of infectious smile. He's so smart.
It's
like even see it with this Olympics now, the friendship with she and the New Zealand rugby player.
Like I think they've proven themselves to be, and it's like one of my questions to Bolt is like, oh, Bolt, they know for do this in logo. Like many people, like
natural
just
personality.
It's like people, like certain athletes and whatever, is a whole team of people that figure out them brand and them.
I think that was spontaneous.
But it's just like how he didn't even know if come up with that. Like, is that
always I said to the world, so I guess that's why like to the world.
To the world.
But it's just a generational, like it's a once in a lifetime generational person that we ever get to witness. And I get it. And I can understand even Bolt. I'm not Bolt, like Yohan feeling probably him not as revered and loved. But you can't compare. You can't compare.
You can't feel bad to lose to Usain Bolt.
No,
man, you have to look at it.
And I think we love
just
him.
Philosophically, you have to just that way that you have to look at it. Had it not been for the greatest sprinter in the history of humanity, I would have been the best. And so you have to look for it.
And then now there is a feeling that, as we say, he was the hero apparent, but you did certain things in certain moments of your career that there were step backs.
Had a bad step back too. Had a bad
injury. I would have that for real. But when you remember the interview that Bolt did a couple years ago, according to him, Glenn Mills was giving certain instructions how to deal with this injury, how to mend from it, and he wasn't taking it. So All
He's
these things
like that, you know.
And
Push himself too much, even against the instructions I'm coach. That's
Yeah.
what I say.
Yeah.
So even to like when you see the fallout with the athletes that you had, like you ever second guess and say maybe I should probably ease up a little bit in terms of the critique and the criticism that I give.
No.
But you know that.
Absolutely.
everyone say with the straightest of
Because
face.
when we do a fair criticism, we do, you
Yeah,
know.
but to you it's fair,
Yeah,
but
man,
to
it's
them
fair.
it's unfair.
What I criticize generally are performances. Performances. So if you underperform, I'm going to say you underperform. I mean, I think there's nothing inherently unfair about that.
Yeah.
And you know, do it in a malicious way.
Yeah.
You might use some Jamaican term to say, what kind of football race that you
yeah,
run?
and you
Right.
with your theatrics and of
Kind of
course you do
idiot
your
race that
thing.
you run. A back way that run, a back way that run. Put little drama upon it.
Yeah.
But to me, a fair game. Fair and fearless analysis beside them, Reggie. I mean, unfair to none of the athlete. If anything happen and I've been unfair in any of my criticism of anybody, me big enough to apologize. Me big enough to apologize. But because me I do this so long, I have developed some methods of doing what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we keep it fair. It's not hard, you know. For the average man out the way I look at it, might look hard to him. But what we do, we don't come with no curry favor. We don't come with no favored position to nobody.
Yeah.
So if the people who are brilliant, the people who are very good, people like Shelley, bold since he started to become successful. You can't find much to criticize about them people, you know. Unless I go criticize Bolt, say him have too much girl. I mean, I go do that.
That's a lie.
Because we don't do.
That
We
would
don't
be
do
an
them kind of.
outright lie.
We don't get to
That's
them
a-
kind of criticism there.
Yeah.
We don't get to them kind of criticism there. You know.
No.
We keep my criticism to what go on the track.
Yeah.
Unless he might do something
That could
affect
hinder,
what
yes.
do on the track.
Yes,
yes,
Then no, we can inculcate it in what me I say.
Yeah.
But this method to my mind is what me do, you know. That is why I do it so long and it's still credible. Because you keep it as fair as possible. You see, once you become, you do something where it start look unfair and you start lose its credibility. You can't, you have to go stop doing it, you know.
Yeah.
But if you maintain that fairness about it, then your credibility will be intact. And I can't remember, I don't think I can remember one instance where we criticize somebody and feel it was unfair.
How you feel like you maintain objectivity? Like what is the thing that you know that you're
Let me
objective?
edit my own thoughts, yes.
Yeah.
Let me edit my own thoughts. So me vet it too. But me think me apply enough meticulous thought with my experience to make a sound decision.
Yeah. Has there ever been an instance where probably an entity, I'm not say person, but like an entity would have probably come to you and probably say, hey, can you talk good about this or mention this or, you know,
What you mean? You know, understand?
Yeah.
for your sports commentary, like
Yeah.
don't,
Yeah, you get stuff.
yeah.
One night me did talk something about trans athlete. And I think me did get a message from that community there. Yeah, me say me no feel trans man we born as man for run against woman in a race.
Totally agree.
Yeah, but me not change my argument.
No.
Then me just send them call somebody and somebody call me.
Okay.
But me not pay them no mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, because me not think in principle.
Yeah.
No matter what kind of hormonal treatment you get.
Yeah.
You're born a boy.
Yeah.
And there are certain biological advantages you have when you're a boy
Exactly.
Versus a woman.
versus a woman.
That's true.
So these guys will say them will say them want this morning and get well. All right.
Now, what I was asking is like, have you ever been on a payroll, like for say like JFF?
Okay.
Has there ever been an instance where JFF is like, come on the payroll, and you know, so you won't have to talk bad about
People
us.
are for me. Them
Be a
something.
part of this team or
Yeah, man.
this.
People are for me that, but
Yeah.
we don't take them something.
Okay, because
We
you
don't do that.
want to remain
Yeah,
as
man.
objective.
We don't
As,
do that so-
so you don't think you could like
No
you
guy
think-
can buy me out.
if you could have been on JFF
No, man.
and
No,
still
no,
remain
no.
objective.
No, man, we couldn't do that, man. No guy can buy me out, man. That's my one thing, you know. Yeah,
But
man,
wouldn't
no
it
guy.
have been easier just?
No, man. That would have made me a sellout. Me don't do that something. No.
But
Which
so
is
you,
right.
So you don't think you could have remained objective and still...
No, if you collect people money, you can't objective. Or you take people money and pressure them when them forget pressure. It's a sellout. Me don't know if some other people in our business do it, but me not do it. Me never do it yet. Me never do them kind of something yet. And me I try to remember if I ever get offers. I've gotten offers. Not offers like that, but like people who were... Me not think like a federation never do that yet.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
No, the sporting bodies never do that yet.
Even the athletes in a circle to be a part of them in a circle, like
No.
say, hey, like stop
But
talking about
me
it.
develop relationships with people, you know. Like you get to know people. Me in business done. So we get to know almost everybody in our business.
Right.
So people will set things to you and say, boy, he's up on such and such a man. But no man, but they know me because I'm feisty. Conscience of a song where him say, you know that song where him say, we tried me, oh no. That's why I'm bossing up. And one of my favorite songs.
So even when you do establish a relationship, you're not pre-say, yo, I don't want to do or say anything to jeopardize this established relationship.
Then the whole part them, the whole part them vex with me and friend me and vex with me, man. Me not busy with them.
Exactly.
And this is your path that you've kind of probably figured out during this whole thing. You figure that you make and lose friends.
I think the integrity of what you do more important than any friendship with anybody. Plus, me not a friend kind of person, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, we have a close inner circle. Yeah, and we have some brothers. We have them good, literal blood brothers.
Okay.
We have them good. And then we have some real G in the streets now. All over the streets, we have some the people them in the streets. But in terms of that friend of people, I'm not do that friend of something. I'm not that friend of something.
Which is right.
All right, back to Olympics now. So predictions, right? You don't know. So
we go 11 medal.
11 medal.
Yeah,
we can get 11.
Conservative. Some people said conservative. We got 3 goals.
Which events? And which?
Yeah, which we were getting the
goal.
goal.
Try to work it off. I remember now. I remember the 3 goal medal. We have Kishian for win the 100.
Men's, yeah.
We have Shericka for win the 200.
I think those are the 2 like sure bet.
As long as she's healthy.
Yes.
Right.
And then we also give the 400 meter girl Nikisha prize.
A chance.
Because of the farm machine.
Yes.
We give her a goal for the 400 women. That's go hard.
It is.
You have a girl named Pauline where we run for our dam rep one of them places.
Yeah.
Where she bad. She look almost like a boy when you look at her.
Wow.
But she bad.
Any dark horse bets for gold medals in other events?
For gold medals?
Gold medals.
Well, we have to go on a silver medal list to see which one of them probably could have a gold. Like, on a silver medal now, we have Shericka for silver in the 100.
Who beat him?
I think Shakari go hard.
Boo! Boo this man!
I thought you were gonna say
my heart says Shericka, but my brain I tell me say yeah, Shaka Berry.
Boo this man!
I agree with you.
Me like Shakari, you know.
I do too.
Yeah, man, me like her personality. Me like her that something there.
I do.
The adversarial relationship.
No, not that. Just her eccentricity.
Yeah.
Me like it. Me like them. Me don't like bored people, you know. Me don't like boring. Me like
and to me, like even the things that she does to clearly antagonize people, I like it too because it brings attention more to our athletes. And
she has basically stepped in the gap where Usain Bolt left, you know.
In essence.
As a superstar of the sport, you know. You see if she ever win this Olympic title, yeah?
Oh gosh.
She will get
fastest woman in the history of the world.
Bricks to carry her money.
Are you think?
Right?
Yeah, man. She's a real superstar of the sport.
And she do it in a dominant fashion too.
Yeah, she do it in a dominant fashion. So I like her. I remember in the period when she was chatting more than she was performing.
Yes.
People used to beat Jamaica people used to beat her.
Me included.
Yeah.
You used to defend her road from my YouTube channel, you know.
Yeah,
by the way, people, the channel is Oral Tracey.
We will get to that. We will promote that.
We get to that. Right. You used to beat her road on the channel, but no. You used to defend her road on the channel, but
yeah.
Come said that girl I can't run, you know. Because she burst onto the scene running 10.7 in college, you know. 10.7, a big one time. You know?
Yeah.
And that time she was like 19 years old.
Yeah.
But after she back at talking and yapping and she come in the scene around, so she start running and I come dead last and something I say. After all of that chatting there.
Yeah.
And Jamaican people now take a set for her, say she too hype on this and that and that and that. Then defend her, man. I say, me like that girl, yeah. See, till me the day say. Please come and say.
Oh, your ear. Oh, your ear.
Me here say. Yes, Sammy.
That shouldn't matter though.
They
don't want
But all right.
to get.
So it moved from the line, you know, to be reater now. Still
Yeah.
So we still.
Yeah, it's a girl I love to hate. You know what I mean? I love watch her.
Jamaican people like her because we're obsessed with humility.
Yeah.
I'm not back. I'm better.
Yeah.
Which is so weird because both never really have that kind of humility.
That's why they prefer suffer one
Yeah.
Some suffer the humble.
Yeah. But then both
Yeah,
just
but
undeniable.
me want to go back to my medal.
Yeah.
All right.
Say
So the
history.
6 silver now, we're going to try to remember it because we have Shericka for silver in the 100.
Boo.
I think we have Ansel for silver in the sprint hurdles. We have Akira Nugent for silver in the women's sprint hurdles. We have the women's 4x1 for silver.
Boo.
Damn.
Boo.
Damn.
Which other silver we have again?
No, what about the field events?
Yeah, try to remember who we the gas silver medal if I Jaden Hebert. No. They give couple more silver medal.
Your man, only for silver you give out.
Eh?
Only for silver you give
Yeah,
out.
man, that's 6 silver we give, man, and 2 bronze. I think the bronze medal was like, I think we give Shaniki Ricketts a silver. In a bronze, sorry. And I think I gave, we give the 4x4 women silver too.
Okay.
And they have a good team. We give the 4x4 women silver too. What was the other brands? So basically, I might break on that. But there are some people who we did overlook. Rochelle Clayton.
Yes.
She run the 4 hurdles.
Yes.
And she in a good form. She can make the podium. She been consistent all season.
Let's talk about the main
The
events.
long jump and the Wayne pin-up.
Yes, they do have chances.
They have
They
a
have them
chance
outside
as
chances.
well.
Let's talk about the main events, of course, the 2 100-meter events.
Yeah, the 100 meters for men. No.
Just say why you feel like Shakara will win. You kind of go into it, but why you feel
Shakara.
like she's going to win and beat Shericka?
Because I think, first of all, I think she's got more confidence since she win that world championship.
Yes.
And she's younger with the capacity to improve over the more mature athletes. She's like, what, 24 now? Shericka is 30, Shelly's 30 plenty. This other girl named Julian Alfred from St. Lucia. I think she's going to make the podium as well. But we actually think Shakari faster than them based on what we seen at the World Championships.
Oh, yeah, she's 24.
Yeah, man, she run past them and the people that say, Shericka never see her because she dip on the outside.
Nah,
lane, but at 10:65 she run and beat them, you know, it's not
Yeah.
at 10:9 she run, you know.
At 10:6, it was a fast time, and you just see that the farm what she dip on. As you say, you see that this trajectory, like she's getting better. It's like
You see, if Shericka never have the little injury thing will probably affect her preparation, we feel Shericka would have probably Stephen Francis, you know, has coached the last 4 100-meter women's champion, you know. I mean, I think Fred don't want to lose that. So we feel he was coming with Shericka highly prepared to defend the record there, you know.
Yeah.
But there's a dark horse in the race. The Jamaican, Tia Clayton.
I feel she could challenge for a medal, man.
Yeah, she have a challenge for
And that would be a great medal to get out of.
Would I love get a medal for Shelly? Send her
Yeah.
off.
Are we overlooking Shelly?
I think we are. Shelly can win. She has the experience. She know how to go out and apply. And
Been there, done that.
Been
Can I
there,
tell you I
done
agree
that.
with you though?
Yeah. So I know she knows what to win.
Have
She
that
knows what to
championship
do
medal, you can
to
never
win.
rule her out.
So
It's just that based on form.
Yeah, she had
you
some
know,
injury.
Yeah, she had some
issues
injuries
also.
as well.
Shakari's youth is her advantage, but
Yeah.
Shelly's experience is her advantage.
Yeah, man.
So, go for run rounds.
Yeah.
We did do a video where I say, Shelly just need to run 3 healthy races.
Yeah.
So she run the first round, run at 10:9. Semi-final, she go down at 10:8. And get 1 blast for the final.
Yeah.
Don't write her off.
I think a 10-6 is needed to win
Yeah,
this.
man. 10:6 are going
And
to
the thing is that Shericka, she usually run 10-7.
Yeah. 1060 something needed for me.
At 1060 something need for
Yeah,
me.
that me think. I mean, feel Shakari, I can do that again.
I feel
Boo!
so. Yeah, I feel so
When
too.
I like Shakari.
Because I'm a Jamaican. Boo!
Yeah, you sell out.
Boo!
Yeah,
No, but based on analytic perspective, is like it look like she
We
might
don't
pull it
need
off.
analysis. We need patriotism.
Alright, the men's side now. The big surprise. It
No,
seems.
alas.
The big surprise, it seems, to the world at least, is Kishian Thompson, world lead in 1077.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it is his time now? We've never really seen, this is like the first time I see him in this championship environment. You feel like Sam can actually pull it off.
Yeah, man.
At a ball and feel so too.
Yeah, let me tell you. He's the fastest man. He has the world lead. That means he run faster than everybody else. And if you watch the race and remember the race,
Yes.
he never go flat
Him
out.
look scary.
That means that there was
Something left in that
something
tank.
left in the tank.
Yeah.
I think him kind of shot down at about 70 or 80 meters. So
And
if
I
him
think
go flat out,
I think him saying coach instructed him to too.
yeah. So if him go flat out, a close to 10-6 that him go run. Right? Now we have follow. We hear coach talk and we hear Kishian talk. And you get the impression just from listening. Sometimes you can pick up some things
Yeah,
from the interviews.
yeah.
You get a picture and the mentality. You get the idea that this youth here,
Special, something special.
he know what him a do. And him a live the moment and he's not being overwhelmed by the moment. So we think, look here, it's an Olympic Games. That's the first time I go to the Olympics.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a
So to
factor.
think that it might not affect him, the pressure of it might affect him, is foolhardy.
True.
Right?
But we also think based on everything what we see, the experience of the coaching team we have, the utterances when we hear from him in terms of give me a little picture and mindset, which are the most important thing for me, you know.
True.
Because we see what he can do physically already.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you want to get a little peep in their mindset now.
Yeah, which I've been listening to interview when do what they are like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we said that youth so like he's got it together in him. You know? So if him go there and execute, them can't beat him.
I feel so too.
No, well, like a papa hamstring for try.
I feel so too. I feel like said they've been
Yeah.
holding back even
know
with the
that-
coaching staff
no,
because
like-
them no want to get tested so much. You know, them said the night of the trials that then they test him all because of
Yeah,
the time
man.
he run in a
Yeah, man.
semi-final.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, well, as fastest time at 10:81. You know? He shared the 10:77 jogging the last half of the race.
It's true.
So if you just look at that,
man.
He looks scary good.
look-
10
he
or
look faster
9?
than him.
Not 10.
The man who you're gonna give
Nine.
me a-
Nine.
I mean, sorry,
It's a
9,
10.
9:77. Sorry, my mistake.
Yes, yes.
My
Oh,
mistake,
10
my
of
mistake.
it.
Yes.
The man who you're gonna boom about now, because I was being conservative. We never get oblique no medal
Yes.
in my prediction. But we think him have a good chance of getting a medal.
I think so too. Once you execute as well.
Silver or bronze.
Could be a
Because he beat-
1-3
Yeah, could be
or 1-2.
1-2.
It could be 1-2 potentially.
You figure say no Lyles because Lyles is not a slouch, you know.
He's not.
No.
Whether you like him or not,
And
he's
him
a
really
heck of a
want it.
sprinter.
I know.
But he's not a 100-meter specialist, you know.
Yeah, it's 200.
He's
I
a
think.
200 man where saw the vacancy in the 100 and decided to come for that blue ribbon event and him win it at the World Championship.
Yeah.
So the Jamaicans now, they come to the party now. Oblique beat him in Jamaica up on the Racers Grand Prix.
Yes.
And now Kishian threw down the 977. So I think if I was to revise my medal predictions, the one we would have put in first would have been an oblique civil medal.
But you feel like you put an asterisk.
Yeah.
There's the
Yeah.
Kenyan as well. What's his name again?
What name
Can't
again?
remember the Kenyan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's this guy from another African. What the country name? His name Let's see Sebogo.
Yes.
Sebogo.
Yes.
Come
Oh, yeah.
from the country. Yeah.
And we're
Sebogo.
blue.
They were a good young sprinter too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have Simbini from South Africa. So, but you figure up on the top of the frame, where we Kishian Noah Lyles oblique civil.
Yeah.
Simbini overdue a good performance. He's a South African champion. But he tend to come at the meet and come flatter to deceive.
Oh.
And I think the Kenyan name Omwanyala or something like that. I never
You feel like Seno have a chance to break the record in the 200?
No.
I know that is big
No.
goal. I
He's
don't,
not ready for that.
I don't feel so. Yeah.
19.1.
It's not a joke time. That
Alien time.
He is yes, fam. people don't really overstand 1919.
It's like how Noah kind of split him focus now if you are on the sprint double. Probably he's so good at 200 that if he was focusing on the 200 exclusively, he would have a chance to break it. Because he come pretty close, you know.
Yeah, he beat, he broke something that time. American record.
Yeah. But because he split him, because you know the 100 meter, the glamour event.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you win the 100 meter, you make more money in a track and
Yeah.
So you understand him come around at the 100 meter. But the 200 are film event. Begin by event there.
Yeah, forgive me. Yeah. Challenges like that.
Yeah.
So I think it will be a fruitful Olympics, even despite
early season, he never looked like
yes, he wasn't looking promising.
But now that everything has panned out, now you realize how deep and how diverse the Jamaican athletics team is.
Yeah.
It's not just the 100 meters again. We have sprint hurdlers now where are definite medal contenders now.
Yep.
Right, so and we have jumpers, triple jumpers, and long jumpers, and even high jumpers.
That are contending. We
are contenders for the medal podium. So some of us were thinking that because of how Ilian did look early in the season, how Shelly did look with injuries and Shericka got injured, we'd have figured the medal count will drop down to probably one at a time we have it a single digit, 5 or 6.
Damn.
But now that when we see the team selected now, and we are look how the things stack up now, we are going to write in our ballpark at 12. 11, 12, probably 13, 14, if everything go right.
Well, we are hope for Shericka, we are root for you.
We're rooting for you.
Just to make that clear, why you beat Shakari.
Yes.
I guess we can start calling her by right name, no Shakari. Sure.
The American.
The American.
You know, say, the pronunciation of her name. You know what says Shakiri, she call herself?
Shakiri.
True. So even
but
how
it's spelled Shakari.
Yeah.
I remember that, I've been up on radio the other day. And I call her Shakiri. And somebody text me and I say, Shakari, she name. He says, come on from
I'm a journalist. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, man. She pronounced her name like that.
I think that's how she even spell it up on Twitter too.
Correct. Early in her career, when people were calling her Shakari, I think she went on Twitter and like she'd have tell people.
Phonetically pronounced.
Well, we've been a pronounce her name wrongly, on purpose. So we continue to do it if it pisses her off and can throw her off.
Still like her.
I still like you. You know what I mean? I appreciate what you bring to the school.
Like straight around.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we're all, it's time to go. It's time to go, sir.
Tell the people.
But tell them about your new venture on YouTube.
Well, at the Maverick, Oral Tracey Maverick, that are the YouTube channel. At the best and most credible opinion they get around there. Subscriber base and grow. It grow big time.
And you only talked about sports though.
Round some, no cylinder talking sports alone. Talk about everything. Talk about entertainment. Talk about politics. You don't know sports, so we are going to always pick up the sports. We talk about relationships, man and woman thing. Everything. I think I'm just as authoritative about enough of them something as I am about sports. Yeah, man.
Like you know what you're talking about. That's
you know what I'm talking about.
So you're touching on the entertainment too.
Yeah, man, entertainment too, man. Then me not tell you some my thing that, man.
Yeah.
And next time we'll have you forward up here and talk entertainment.
We don't leave the streets, man.
Yeah.
And then your girls want relationship advice, we can give you too.
Hey.
What makes you an authority on the figure?
Authority
on the topic. Yeah.
Because we have been it long time. I think I've studied women more than I've studied sports.
Really?
Yeah.
Is your first love? Women are your first love?
First love. Yeah, we used to play sports, forget women.
See that?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
As a
So I
baller.
can lecture you about. I can give lectures about that if you want. Eh? Wow.
Or shall we swap over there?
Put your finger.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of.
No.
This one? No. This way?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, but that
would
must stop
make you
it.
an authority on
That
this
must stop
topic.
Oh.
Probably it's because I'm authority where I don't know the public finger.
That's a good one. Okay, Mr. Tracy.
Oral Tracey Maverick YouTube channel, subscribe. As I said, like, I feel like this is something what you're meant for. You know, it
Yeah,
just
man,
makes sense. You having a YouTube channel,
I feel
taking
that
what
way.
you do on TV and translating it to online,
man.
no brainer to me.
Yeah, man, I just do it different. Yeah, I do it different. I do it in my office, in my vehicle. Sometimes I drive and I do it. Sometimes I just park up.
People, the man forward
People
are late because him there do one before.
Yeah, we don't load
I
I was loading. It was taking forever to load up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I load up one. I want to talk about. I don't remember what I talk.
think I alien,
Yeah.
Done,
Oh,
what
yeah.
Otterbowl say about that?
Otterbowl say alien done. I'm going to take him on. Bro, I'm going to give it to him.
She's not done.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think she's 32. And as I said in the bit of a piece of it, though, alien is not one of them who come with a lot of injury baggage from junior days. Because she wasn't a prominent junior. So she have some shelf life left.
Okay.
But I guess when people how things have been going with coaching changes,
Yeah, man.
the injuries now, it's like
Right.
she's not old, but like in the next 4 years, 36.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The next
yeah.
Olympics.
Probably
So,
old for Olympic purposes, but she have another good 2 years left if she make the right decisions.
Yeah.
And probably eat her humble pie and see if she can go back.
I think that's the thing that people really if she make the right decisions. Because
she
we
do.
already
don't
see the
know.
phenomenal talent.
I remember some around we can't mention the main thing.
Go on.
I remember some of the East Side the 12 from my morning time I chat
yeah.
sports exposure. Now you don't know. Sports commentary, I still do it, you know. After prime time news every single, well not every night, Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
still I do
plans
my
on
thing. Yeah?
slowing down on that? Like,
No. Unless, well, no.
it's not up to you. That's what you're saying.
No. Sometimes I feel like I want. Well, no.
All right.
When the workload get too much.
Yeah.
When my personal workload them get too much. Come do stuff to I promote parties and do events. So I go. We have a big event that come up in New York the 24th of August.
Wow.
Yeah, the explosion roll out, the big Jersey party. Yeah. Yeah, man, big
things are
party. We do it
going.
last year and we go back and do it this year again. Big thing. Yeah, Utica Avenue. Yeah, Royal
Saying that
Terrace.
your fan base is big in the diaspora too.
Big man. Big. My YouTube channel, half of my subscriber them in the diaspora. And the analytics there, you know that.
Yes.
Yeah, man, half of them. I want to tell you, it's gone over half now.
Wow.
Yeah, man, and when we do my radio show morning time, 3/4 of my call of them diaspora call.
Really?
Maverick have international appeal, you know.
Well,
You think around the corner thing?
no.
You think around the corner thing?
Easy now, Mr. International Man of Mystery. Easy now.
Because I would thought that you'd probably focus more, like, especially you talk about football, like local football. I know you talk about
No, man.
international football too, but
International flavor.
Yeah, man, him talk about him fufu side when he read. Liverpool.
one
Enjoy the
side.
flex, the good flex. You don't normally do this.
Let's see what the season I go. Man. I'm saying yes. Let me do that.
Yeah,
Let me do that.
We don't know. We have a new coach.
Unsure times for them again.
Yeah, trouble there.
Yeah.
Trouble there.
Anyways, we do a little segment called Bust the Youths. Would ask you earlier, I say I couldn't really find none, so it's okay. Alright, what you say?
We shoot you off, boss. Oh, you know about that, boss?
My song this week is Glory, and the song is called Tempted.
Alright, here to people.
Jump wide like an engine, a Cadillac. She don't want to leave and I'm on a cap. All she needs some dick and a pack of fast. No, she a got one bad when I sing a job. She tempted to find me. Bossing a she eye me, I tempted the blinding. Get her wet like a siphon.
Alright, so that was
Glory, Tempted.
Jai, what you say?
This week I'm using Rich 23 and the name of the song is Paint a Picture.
Stop we when we're going for the cheddar. Stack up the cheese and I'm a brother. Money me on for. Money me on for. Them can't stop the youth, yeah. Money me on for. Money me on for. Them can't stop the youth.
And that was
Rich 23, Paint a Picture.
alright, my song that week, King Casa, the Bougie Brat, live rounds. Sorry, there we go.
Skin her out and me do good that and me never have to put in no chat. She say you're the cap with your weak jelly back and you only want feed funny frack. Bro, you fi stop. And that's the way you do the jog anything where you dey eat that fi cooking a pot of me.
And that was live rounds by King Casa and the Bougie Brat. And that was Bust the Youth Songs of the Week, and that just about does it for the Fix Podcast, episode 298. Give thanks to our special guest, Mr. Oral Tracey. Don't be a stranger, sir. Like how the link they don't know. You don't know, so the ratings they on it all. You know what I mean? So we appreciate you, sir. As we say, we can talk about entertainment, we can talk about girls.
Right.
You can easy me. Yeah.
Yeah, or some advice.
Woman, they have some roll eye moments, yeah, because we get enough fights.
So, Mr. Tracy, you said what?
They're ready for they're ready for you with them thing. They're done. Where do people can follow on the social media, sir?
Oral Tracey Maverick Instagram too, you know. The X not so active, but we do Instagram. I'm upon
Twitter. You said the X in the
yeah.
Twitter, yes.
So around the somebody and the YouTube channel I take up most of my attention now.
Okay.
You know, cause I really delve into it. Really full.
Continue, man.
You know?
Continue.
And I discover some, me have, you know, venture into some other little areas related to it. So you don't know.
I feel like every day them would have a good on TikTok too.
Eh?
Yeah, I feel like you had a good on TikTok.
Well, people take them and fling them up around there all the time.
Yeah, like our videos.
I
Fling
saw
them up all the time around
Yeah.
there, but you don't know. We're going to talk to my team.
Follow me, EDOTNARO on Instagram, on the Twitters, the X, and the Instagram, where the people can follow you, alright?
Follow me on Instagram at AirIHAMMOND.
Javi.
Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Just Jabs and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Just Jabs.
And you don't know, so you can follow us across all social media platforms at the Fix JA, X, Threads, TikTok, Facebook. Go like our Facebook page there, so. But most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/thefixja. Subscribe to our sister channel, Extra Fix, as well. Are we that?
And of course, subscribe to Mr. Oral Tracey.
Of course, subscribe over there. So you know what I mean? Yeah. Big up Celebrity Weekend. We had a fun time. Yeah, man. Go check out the interview, the little talk that we had. The little talk that we had today. Yeah, it up on the channel. Yeah, man, people. I think we that, you know, we're gone. Keep out.